The phone glowed in my trembling hand, its screen a cold reflection of a truth I wasn't ready to confront. 30 days ago, I had begun tracking Sarah's subtle rejections, those small moments when her warmth slipped away, like sand through my fingers. A turned cheek when I leaned in for a kiss. A vague excuse when I suggested dinner out. A sharp, impatient sigh when I asked about her day. I logged each instance in a notebook, every entry a tiny prick in my heart, hoping the pattern would prove me wrong. But tonight, on day 31, the pattern didn't whisper anymore. It screamed. The living room was dim, bathed only in the pale glow of a corner lamp that threw jagged shadows across our wedding photo on the mantel. Upstairs, Sarah's footsteps were soft but deliberate, pacing in our bedroom. I sat on the couch, the notebook open on my lap, pages filled with dates and observations I had secretly recorded. October 3rd. She flinched when I touched her hand. October 12th. Claimed she was too tired for movie night, yet stayed up texting until 2 a.m. October 27th. Caught smiling at her phone, locking it quickly when I entered. Each note felt like a betrayal in itself, a silent witness to the woman I had vowed to love forever. But I wasn't spying. I was surviving. It began with a gut feeling, a quiet unease that crept in during silences we once filled with laughter. Sarah had always been my anchor, her hazel eyes bright and teasing, her laugh capable of unraveling my worst days. Lately, those eyes avoided mine. That laughter no longer belonged to me. I told myself it was stress, her new job demanding late hours and long nights. I rationalized every red flag, stitching them into a story I could accept, until last week, when the name Evan flashed on her screen, accompanied by a heart emoji. She swiped it away, but the image seared into my mind. Tonight, I could ignore it no longer. I borrowed her phone under the pretense of checking a restaurant's hours, fingers clumsy as I opened her messages. The thread with Evan struck like a knife to my chest. Miss you already. Sent at 11:43 p.m. last night. Can't wait for Thursday. Her reply, me too. Same place. My vision blurred. The words swam in a murky haze. Scrolling up, each message cut deeper. Weeks of secret meetings, coffees, hotel visits, casual lies. And at the center of it all, Daniel, my childhood friend. A voice sliced through the silence. Sarah. I nearly dropped the phone. She stood at the foot of the stairs, hair loose around her shoulders, expression a mix of curiosity and something sharper. Fear, maybe. What are you doing with my phone? I set it down deliberately on the coffee table, like placing a loaded gun between us. Just checking something, I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. Found more than I expected. Her face tightened, a flicker of panic betraying her before she masked it with a frown. What's that supposed to mean? I held up the notebook, its worn cover a testament to my obsession. 30 days. Sarah. Every time you pulled away, every excuse, every lie. And now this. I gestured to her phone, voice cracking. Evan. Who is he? She froze, lips parting as if to speak, but no words came. The air thickened, heavy with what we both knew. I wanted her to deny it, to laugh, to call me paranoid, to pull me into her arms and make the world right again. But she stood silent, her quiet louder than any confession. Say something, I whispered, throat raw. Tell me I'm wrong. She crossed her arms, gaze dropping. Jake. It's not what you think. Then what is it? I demanded, notebook falling to the couch. It looks like you've been sneaking around, meeting him, texting him, smiling at his messages while I'm here, desperate for any scrap of your attention. Her eyes sparked with defiance. You're blowing this out of proportion. Evan's just a colleague. We work together, that's all. A colleague you meet at hotels? My voice sharpened. A colleague you text heart emojis to at midnight? Don't lie to me, Sarah. Not now. She flinched, twisting her hands. Okay, fine. It's complicated. Evan and we got close. But it's not what you think. It's not physical. It's emotional. I needed someone to talk to. And you? I stepped closer, heart pounding. What about me? What did I do to push you to him? You stopped seeing me, she snapped, voice breaking. You're always working, always distracted. I felt invisible. Jake. Evan, he listened. He made me feel like I mattered. Her words landed like a punch, stealing my breath. I wanted to scream that I had been here, loving her, trying to hold us together. But the truth in her eyes stopped me. I had been drowning in my own work, my own stress, blind to the cracks forming between us. Had I driven her to this? The thought twisted the knife deeper. That doesn't justify it, I said, voice low, trembling. You could have talked to me. Fought for us. Instead, you chose him. I didn't choose him, she whispered, tears welling. I was lonely, Jake. I didn't know how to fix it. I still love you. I swear I do. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the notebook, the texts, the months of distance told a different story. I sank back onto the couch, hands shaking. I tracked everything, I murmured. Every rejection, every time you shut me out. I thought I was losing my mind, but I wasn't. You were slipping away, and I let it happen. Sarah knelt before me, hands reaching for mine. I pulled back. Jake, please, she whispered. We can fix this. I'll end it with Evan. I'll do whatever it takes. I looked at her, the woman I had built my life around, and saw a stranger. Love remained, buried beneath the hurt. But it wasn't enough. I don't know if I can trust you again, I said, words tasting like ash. And I don't know if I can trust myself to believe you. Her face crumpled, a sob escaping. What are you saying? I picked up the notebook, its weight heavier than ever. I'm saying I need time. I need to figure out what's left of us. I walked to the door, chest tight with grief and resolve. I'll stay at a hotel tonight. We'll talk tomorrow. Jake, wait. Her voice broke, desperate. But I didn't turn back. The door closed behind me, final as the end of a chapter. Outside, the night was cold, stars hidden behind clouds. I clutched the notebook, my record of 30 days of unraveling love, and wondered if day 32 would bring clarity or more shadows.